All right, we're moving on to chapter 3. So we are going to look at graphs of linear equations in two variables. So that's your x and your y. If you remember back to Algebra 1 when we did a lot of graphing, here's, a graph. We're going to label our quadrants, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the origin. So starting with the quadrants, you always want to start with the upper right-hand quadrant. This is going to be quadrant 1. And we use Roman numerals when we label this. Quadrant 2 is going to go to the left. So I'm going to show this with the laser. Maybe I'll draw it in. So if you can just remember the quadrants follow a C, that's how it ordered, or that's how it goes. That's how we label it. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So it just makes a big C. That's an easy way to remember that. Quadrant 3 is down here, and then we have quadrant 4. All right, the x-axis is the horizontal axis. The y-axis is the vertical axis. And then the origin is going to be the point in the middle where the two axes meet. So that's our origin. And then that ordered pair, the x is a 0 and the y is a 0. Remember, x is the first number, y is the second number. And that's what your origin is. All right, as we start working on these graphs and also the equations of linear functions, we're going to focus first on two forms of equations. We have standard form and we have slope-intercept form. So standard form of linear equations, that is the form ax, I can write that a little neater, ax plus by equals c, where a and b both cannot be 0. A must be a positive integer, so kind of that leading term where the x's has to be positive, and then it says can't be a fraction. That's through the whole equation. Through the entire equation, no fractions. That's an R. So however you want to write that. And then x and y will be to the first power. If x was to a different power, it would no longer be linear. It would take a different shape. So this is going to be to the first power. All right, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope of the line and b is the y-intercept. Now, a y-intercept, if you remember, if this is your coordinate plane, here's the x-axis, here's the y-axis. If I have a linear function, so a straight line drawing through it, the y-intercept is going to be the point where the line crosses the y-axis. So that is the y-intercept right there. So that b value tells you where it crosses the y-intercept. All right, going back to the 80s for our song today. This is a song, I'm just going to play the intro before anyone starts singing. I feel like everybody knows this song, but I don't know if you guys all know this, so let me know if you do.